Okay, and here we have section 12, and we're going to finalize things with this and lay out the rest of our label creation to do some product placement, and we're just sort of taking it to see where we can put this label as far as looks and different fills and ideas until I hit on something I'm cool with. And as you know, this carries on from the last section where we began this uh, wasp's face. So changing out the background, experimenting with different ideas, because as you can see, this is bringing it, it's making it pop because we're no longer just using white. Got a background put in there, we've got something to work with. Maybe color the text, we can enhance, take down, change, whatever works. Do yourself a favor and save different versions constantly. So let's say 20 steps ago I would save as a version 5, and then you do 20 more things, save version 6, so on through your whole design. Get in the habit of doing that. Therefore, no matter what, you can always go back to a different concept if you've completely messed up the one you're working on presently. But nothing's ever written in stone. You can always undo these things and change them. It's just always nice because sometimes you might overlook different aspects you've made or different things you've created. And if that's the case, then who knows, you can always sometimes reuse different aspects and content and other things. Here, giving the stroke to the text. You've also seen that this is custom text. These are just objects, A, the W, the A, the Y, that I've custom made the text to how I would like. And I'm able to control each aspect of it. Now remember, you hit on a whole bunch of stuff that you might like and you'll change it around, and kind of in the end the client will have you change it probably 20 more times too. So yeah, having different ideas in reserve that you can pull out and change up upon request. Maybe something you've already done that you can use in other things. But here we have a glow, adding a glow to the eco-friendly leaf, make it stand out, make it pop a bit. And we're actually going to go in and just take an example and look of how we can put this logo onto products and see how those are going to look, because that's also a really good way to present your work. Now, let's take a look at how we can utilize product placement and our logo on the actual product and come up with some ideas that might help inspire what we're designing and what we're working on. So here we have a bug spray can, and I've sectioned out these objects here, and we can change the color at will. So for example, if we'd like to set that to the color of our logo, then we can do so. Now, that's the size of our label. That's the size of our can. And we could just imagine if we wrap that around what it would look like. Or we can just imagine how it would look like this if we simply resize it to the size we want. And if I really want to get technical and give it that size I want, I can compare it to the width of what I'm working with, which would be 211. Therefore, I go over here and go to 11. Clicking back on, and we'll just play with this a bit and get something that's maybe presentable and really cool looking, and we'll do the whole can. And yeah, we're just going to change this around here. So what we can do is we can start with this, and let's just cut out that content here and get rid of that border, because that border is not going to be working for us on our placement. We can cut, paste, bring it over here, and we can put it there. That's even better. And then we're not going to be worrying about wrapping that around as of yet. Other things, when we're brainstorming and want to come up with ideas and have that stand out maybe a little more, or different things, let's throw that stuff in there. Oops. Unwanted. Either way, we can change the color of the can the way we want, and we can always look for inspiration right here for let's just say bug spray. Let's go with something eco-friendly, something nice. Make some things pop off just so we can actually get a really good look at what we're doing. And we can reverse that, because we're going to go with that idea that our green will be darker. And then we can change things around. Get this working a little bit. But that's kind of a really nice, cool, eco-friendly logo. Add some elements onto this can, and we can continue on just adding design to it, everything. We could even import our can if we wanted that had all the elements already designed. But it's always nice to create your own stuff, because it's fun and it gives you experience, and it helps you do a lot of the things that you might want to do in the future that you don't know how to do. So pen tool, what more can I say about that? This is like the universal pen tool across all platforms, and it's designed for drawing. So if you're interested in drawing, as opposed to depending on software to generate what you want, then we go with the pen tool, and we can carve out any elements we want. We pick colors, and we make elements based on clicks. And within those clicks, we have mathematical equations with in between those anchors that I'm putting down, mathematical equations that fill in the blanks, that provide us with elements. And wow, look at that, coming along nicely. So other elements to add, and now put it this way, you're sending stuff like this off to a client that's interested in ideas and everything. Uh, this is really good and really beneficial. Why? Because it's kind of, it's taking it visually where it should go, and it really helps out in deciding the outcome of where your logo ends up and how it ends up. And the more you play around with it and the better and different looks you get from it, the more you're able to determine what you want. Remember, always use universal. The white arrow is for controlling your points. So just because that looks messy, which it was, doesn't mean I can't make it perfect. And I could sit there and go for hours and hours and be a perfectionist and do it. But what we're trying to do is get ideas and concepts from this, which we're going to add more. And you're asking yourself, hey, how further can we take this? Well, we can take this as far as we want. And right now we're just going to take it to the limit. We're going to carve it out all nice, exactly how we want it. Make it look all sharp in design. Let's even do this. Let's fill some more yellow in there. Get these elements really happening. And then we're just going to export this, and we can just use this as an example to send to a client or post online. The wasp away. Now recolor branded with the non-bright yellow, which let's go with the DFED23 yellow. Enter. And it resides on a DE4923 background. Let's just go in and check out that leaf, because that, if we remember correctly, was handpicked from the example we found, 62AC43. Color palettes, incredible things. Write them down if you need to. I always do. Have a little diary that you can write down your colors, positionings, X, Y's on certain things too. Always essential. Let's isolate that. We want to take our can just for a second here. Group. Looking at the original can here. Okay. Looking at the designs that we've gotten put onto the can to highlight our wasp, and adding on to that a little bit from this aspect. Let's just go crop it out. Now, I just want to take you through the export process of this, because this is just a design concept, and this is found within Fireworks, but it also resides in all other sorts of programs, just the export wizard. And we're going to target a PNG, but we want it to be low quality, like no more than 100 kilobytes. That way we can display it on the web, we can send it through emails, and it's not going to eat up things. It's just going to be a wow factor of what we've done, because we went through the company rebranding. So this takes us to the end. And in any sort of wizard, you're going to pick your format, PNG32. We're going to export it, and then obviously we have to redirect ourselves to the folder and files that we want to send it to, which is our section 12, and we just call that can_logo, and we save it. then we can go down from here and we can actually look at that CAM logo. And from here, we have a really nice conceptual design of this new eco-friendly company branding logo that we've worked on. And instead of doing something like that within, let's say, an hour time frame, really seriously put in the time, work off of different designs, and you will surely hit a home run.